The government in the state has moved a petition against the Madras High Court two-judge order. This was an order that granted permission to the RSS to have marches in various public places. This is an entire RSS route. The Madras High Court had basically given the green flag. Let's go over the green light rather. Let's go over to my colleague Mugilan. Mugilan, this is a controversy we've seen playing out for a few months now. I remember back in October last year, the Madras High Court had given the green light to an RSS march that was supposed to take place on November 6th. Now this, can you tell us more please?
Definitely, this comes as a very big development because we have seen only last month the Madras High Court two-bench judge have ordered that the Tamil Nadu police should grant permission for the RSS route march in public places, and it also observed that nobody's right for expression cannot be scuttled, is what the Madras High Court have observed, and it also directed the Tamil Nadu police to grant permission. With that being in the place, now we are saying the Tamil Nadu state government approaching the Supreme Court against the Madras High Court order, and it has stated that if the route march happens in public places, it will cause law and order concerns, is what the Tamil Nadu government has mentioned in its petition before the Supreme Court. So there definitely is a very big development coming in. The Tamil Nadu state government has approached the Supreme Court against the Madras High Court's order, because earlier the Madras High Court, the Tamil Nadu police said that they can give permission for the route march only inside compounded premises. So this RSS approached against that direction by the Tamil Nadu police, and they said that they will be conducting their route marches only in public places. So now the Tamil Nadu state government has approached the Supreme Court against the Madras High Court order of asking the police to give permission for route marches in public places.
Okay, so a little bit of context required here, Mugilan, if you could you tell us, we know that the RSS asked for similar back in November. What took place with those route marches? We know that the Madras High Court gave the green light for them. What happened then?
Definitely, yes. Earlier, the RSS wanted to carry out route marches in 56 places, but Tamil Nadu police have granted permission for these route marches only in compounded premises. They didn't give permission to carry out these route marches in public places where the RSS wanted to. But RSS approached the Madras High Court against this particular direction by the Tamil Nadu police, that it should be carried out only in compounded premises. So now Tamil Nadu police, they have cited the law and order problem. They say that if permission is granted for this particular route march, it will cause law and order issue, is what the Tamil Nadu police in a petition have informed the Supreme Court. So we have to wait and watch how the RSS react to this issue, because only yesterday RSS issued a notice to the DGP stating that the Tamil Nadu police should grant permission as per the Madras High Court order, or they have to face court contempt case. So very interesting development. Only a day after RSS issuing a notice to Tamil Nadu DGP, now we are seeing the Tamil Nadu state government itself moving a petition before the Supreme Court.
Okay, all right. Just stay with us for a second. Let's go over now to our colleague Ananya to understand. Ananya, what does it typically look like when a state moves against its own high court at the Supreme Court? Well, how is this going to play out?
Well, that's not something that is very unusual. It happens on a day-to-day basis. Various orders of the Madras High Court are challenged by the Tamil Nadu government, and any of the aggrieved party, whether it's a state or a general party, can actually come up before the Supreme Court and any higher court and challenge these particular orders. This is the power of judicial review that the Supreme Court exercises, and since it's a constitutional court, such a thing is first of all possible. Now, what this petition actually sees is that it actually seeks a stay on that particular order of the division bench, which had set aside a single bench order wherein certain conditions have been imposed on, in fact, this particular route march. The ways have also been diverted, and the main contention, while the RSS had actually challenged this particular single judge bench order before the High Court, was that the same orders, the single judge bench order, was actually passed in fact in a contempt petition, and the RSS's main claim before the division bench of the High Court clearly was that, you cannot modify your order in terms of a contempt petition being moved before the Madras High Court, and that was the main ground. And the division bench actually upheld the RSS's prayers and said that the citizens' freedom to speech and expression cannot be curbed by the state and should continue. And definitely now the Tamil Nadu government has moved the topmost court of the country, seeking a stay on that particular order of the division bench of the Madras High Court. It seeks an immediate stay, first of all, and secondly, what is also very persistent to notice, that they have said that there is a law and order situation that can come up if at all this march is particularly allowed, if at all it is allowed to go on, and that's the main contention that is being given out by the Tamil Nadu government. So how it plays up before the court of law is something that is a matter of time, and we'll get to know. But at the same point of time, as we could speak to the lawyers who have filed this particular petition, the petition is still in defects, and until and unless the defects in this particular petition are cured, it would then only be listed before the topmost court of the country. And we might also see that whenever they actually cure these defects and the petition is properly filed, then they might also mention the matter urgently for seeking early hearing in this particular case.
Okay, Ananya, thank you for all of that context. With that, we've come to an end of our 11 a.m. show. Thank you so much for watching. Next